I'm sharing my screen, guys. My screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great, great. You guys are awesome. Awesome. Yeah. We are here named argument, right? In the function. So, till now we have learned that you are passing here normal arguments, right? Or you can pass or not pass. It depends on you, right? If some function is argument is required, then you will pass. Either you do not pass anything and it will do something, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Conditional, you understand? If my condition was true, then only this function was executing.
Yes, sir.
Again, function within function. Where can I call this function bar first?
No, sir. After
No.
the
We
first
have to first few function.
First I have to call this one, then I can call this.
Yes,
Right?
Yes, sir.
This
Yes,
is
sir. Right.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
this is function within function. Function arguments. So this is the arguments we are passing, right? And then accessing. Function argument list with trailing commas. If you're passing more than one argument and displaying the list of the arguments in this way, like one line at a time, so from PHP 8, it's recommending to use comma here. It's another convention of writing the PHP code. Passing arguments by reference. What was happening here? Anybody?
So it was directly changing it in the address.
Yeah, whatever the value was initially at that location, we can change anywhere, either in the function or outside function, right? So
Right.
that was a permanent change.
yes.
Default argument, how it was working? How it was working?
If we don't pass any argument in our function, then it will take by default what value is written inside that function.
Exactly. And this type of this argument can be scalar, array, null, and objects, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what type of right now argument is this one?
String.
String.
String. Clear.
String.
Nice, nice. What type of argument here?
Array and null.
Array.
Array and null. Nice. Variable length arguments. What was happening? The assignment you did just now. So what was happening here? We can pass any number of arguments, and in one variable I'm accepting, and I can access by their index, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
This is another thing to pass the variable number of arguments. This way you can do, like create a list of the arguments, and then by triple dot I can pass this one. Now named argument. It's very, very important. Named argument is something like parameter name and value. You give name to the parameter. How? Named arg.php. So I'm creating here PHP. I'm writing here function suppose you're doing show friends name, just I'm typing this one, right? And I'm typing, then here I'm using something like FRI friend 1 comma friend 2 comma friend 3, right? Now I'm typing echo friend dollar friend, actually I have to put here dollar sign now. Parameter name, right? So here fr friend 1 dot dollar friend 2 dot dollar friend 3. So let's see here how it's taking. Start index, parameter name, then position, variable start index 1, count value. Okay, here I have to use the dollar, right? Now I'm calling this function show friend's name. Here I'm typing fr friend 1 equal to John, then typing friend 2 equal to Rocky, and then friend 3 equal to Jay. So I think here I have to also pass the dollar, because it's PHP. In Python do not put those, right? So you see what is happening here. I'm passing values, right? And giving some
Sir.
name to the values, right? So if I run this one, what is the name? Named -arg. Named -arg. It's printing John, Rocky, Jay, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
now suppose that I'm changing this one to here. What will happen? Can anybody tell me?
Same output, sir.
Same output.
Same output.
Why?
We cannot change echo.
But something happened. Here was this friend 2, 3, 1, and I'm printing 1 is John. Then it should work. Why it's changed? yj. Now at third parameter, what I'm receiving? J, and this is printing. Why it's not working? Start index count. I think why this is the problem. Sometimes it's working, sometimes not. If you have to give like this, then this will not like this. No. It is expected token equal to expected bracket. So, oops, I think you see what mistake I did. Actually, I mistakenly I using this one. I have to use column. This was the mistake. Okay, guys. That was the mistake. Now you see same thing is printing. Now if I change this to what it should print,
Same output.
Same, sir.
what will the output?
John Rocky J.
John
EJ.
Rocky's J. Same thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Same thing. So what is happening? You have whatever the value you're passing, you have given some name to this value, right? And whatever the order you write here doesn't matter if you're writing these names, because you know that what is the name of this, what is holding this one, what is holding this one, what is holding this one, correct? Guys, no dollar needed and equal to, that was a mistake we're doing. Dollar is not required here. If named argument, just put the name and column. Name and column. So this is known as the named argument. So here, if you're putting named argument, then here order doesn't matters, right? Whatever the order you receive, that will be based on the what the name you are receiving here. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great. Now return. What is the meaning of return? If I'm returning something, I'm calling this function, then this function is returning. It means I have to accept somewhere,
Yes, sir.
right? So wherever you are putting a return, previously I was just writing echo here. It means it's giving some output, but I'm not writing echo. Now I'm writing return.
Return.
So it means whatever the function called return, I should assign to a variable. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes, sir.
I can echo this one. Same thing. So whenever you're writing function, this return approach is always good. Do not perform any display, echo, print while you're developing your projects. Always try to do the calculation, do the manipulation, and return that value. Clear? Okay, great. Now, sometimes we have to return multiple values, right? So how I can do that one? How I can do that? If I have to return multiple values from a function, how I can do? I can take the help of array.
Yes, sir.
Right now I'm creating a single string, but instead of this I can use an array like this. So this is returning multiple values, na?
Yes, sir.
And now I can print it. Basically, whenever printing array, try to print printer you should use, because that format is little different than string. And you see now it's a different value, it's a array. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
You can
Yes,
also
sir.
put
Yes.
some keys
sir.
here. Friend 1 with key, friend 2 with key, friend 3 with key. So see what is happening. I have now my own key, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
sir.
So
Yes, sir.
yeah, great. So we can take help of array if you are looking to return. If you're looking to return multiple
Multiple
values.
Multiple values.
Yes, great, great. So now, like there are lots of inbuilt functions for the array, for the string. There are many built-in functions are there. Even I can check if any function is existing or not existing, right? Or if any package is installed, I can check, like in PHP you will also got chance to install many packages. So you can check that if that function is existing or not existing. So internal built-in functions are, one is the array function, string functions, and also some functions are based on packages. That function will only work if that function package is installed in PHP. Either it will throw fatal error, undefined function in the browser. Like see one example here. You can check a function is existing or not existing. Function exists, IMAP open. Like this one is only available if you enable this from php.ini. Then this function will be available. Like C. Function exists dot php, right? PHP. One thing is that I have written some function. I am writing, suppose that I am writing this function, and here I'm just pasted here. Suppose that there are lots of functions in your project. How you can check that that function is existing or not existing? If function function exist, right? And what function I'm checking? Which function I want to check, exist or not exist? Function 1.
Function 1.
There can be possibility, na? There are hundred of functions you are using, and due to some reason that is disappeared or some has erases that function, so your program will stop to work. So if you're using function, always try to first check is that function existing or not existing. So echo function 1 exists, right? So function underscore exists. Function you see what result I'm getting?
Function 1 exists.
Exist na ye, this function existing. Now suppose I'm typing 2, what will get? Will this function exist or not exist?
Not exist.
Why? Because in this file I have no any reference of this function.
Yes, sir.
And also I've given one example, imap underscore open. Imap underscore open, meaning this function is not you have written. This function is in where? PHP. And through this function you open imap open to send email, right? To send and receive, generally we use the pop, imap, these are the functions are used. So imap exists, I'm just typing. You see what is coming? I have not written this function, but why it's telling that this exists? Guys, fast.
Predefined.
Built in, predefined, right? You are using one of function end. For what purpose? For what purpose this function was there?
To know then
Check the last element.
Last value in an
accessing the last element.
last element in an array, right?
Yes, sir. In an array.
Actually, I have to change the text. End exist. You see what result you are getting?
Yes, sir.
So, what is the meaning? Built-in function you can also check. IMAP I've shown you the example that is depend on IM package. You have to enable then that is able to use that functionality of sending, receiving email, right? That is also existing. That's why it's telling that function is exist and you can use that. Similarly, there was a end function and it's in global scope. Anywhere you can use. Throughout the PHP environment, you can use those functions, right? In any file, anywhere. So you are able to check that function and that exists. This is the custom function you are creating, and these are the built-in, or you can say the predefined functions. Clear, guys?
Clear, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yes,
cool.
sir.
Awesome. You guys are awesome. Now, next is anonymous function. Also known as a closure, allow the creation of functions which have no specific name. Anonymous functions are implemented using the closure class. What is the meaning? I think you have already seen this one in JavaScript. I was giving a name here and then writing function, then some values passing and then doing something. Who remember? Who remember this one? You remember in JavaScript you're creating such function? We are given this name here, then the function we are writing. Guys, revise. This is also very important. No, what is the exact sentence? Anonymous. Anonymous func.php, right? So here I can write like this: PHP. I'm writing here the greet equal to, what should I write here? Function. Then
Yes,
if I'm passing some parameter, right? Then some action, echo dollar $param1. Now, how I can call this function? By this, right? So dollar greet hello. What is happening? It should not like this. Where is the problem? Dollar greet equal to function, then parameter param1. Oh, I missed something. What missed? Can anybody tell me?
The semicolon after the function.
Yeah. Usually do not provide semicolon if I am writing function like this.
Yes, sir.
Function giving any name, func1. You see? Do you provide semicolon here?
No, sir.
Echo hello. Do not required here, but why it required here?
Because we're writing the function inside in a greet variable.
No, because this function itself is a variable. You see, we are assigning to greet.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that's the reason. And you see how I am passing the variable parameter. Here I am passing something like this, if, and then printing. How I can pass this one? Func1, then hello, right? I'm just writing the function name, then hello I'm passing here. But in the case of anonymous, what I'm doing? I'm using this variable and then passing some values which is accepted by this function, anonymous function. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if you see, sorry, anonymous underscore font. What was the problem? Okay. By mistake I have right. So if you run this one, you see both are printing hello hello, but you are using function here and passing value. Here function is as a
Variable.
variable, and I'm naming here name of the function. Here I'm using the variable name and then passing value. So this is known as closure. This is known as closure. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great, great,
Yes,
great.
sir.
So here another thing comes. Actually, why I'm discussing all these functions are because when you see the frameworks like Laravel or Gent framework, these are there all everywhere. These functions type, writing, styling are there. If you do not understand these things, it will be very hard to understand how to use those frameworks. Got, guys? So it's good thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's good thing that you are understanding, and I understand. At the first step is to first you have to understand what are these things. Nothing like random things are coming and I'm not able to understand what I'm saying, what I'm explaining, right? At first step is you should understand what these functions, different types of function are doing. Then practice. Then we'll implement in the frameworks how these are working, right? Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, great, great.
Yes, sir.
Now, there is a arrow function. This is one next step, you can say the more concise way of writing anonymous functions. And both use the closures, right? How they look like, either they will look like this I'm writing one function, array x I'm receiving, and it's giving to value to the $x. I'm writing a function, right? It's returning int and giving value to wx, right? I'm writing a function passing this value 42 and then assigning to $x, right? This is the address type. I'm passing address and whatever the coming assigning to x. So we'll see while about these some examples here, and more we'll see when actually implement in our projects. So I'm just giving one example here. You see here $y equal to 1, $function 1 equal to function, and then $x is there. Then I'm typing $x plus $y. You understand? Let us practice this one. Right, arrow func, right? So I have one variable $y equal to 1, right? Then I have, suppose that I'm without arrow function I'm using first time. So I can write here dollar func2 equal to, what do we write in anonymous function? First function we write here, right guys?
Yes, sir.
Then I'm passing some parameter, right? And here use $y. What is the meaning of $y use is return $x plus $y, right? So how I can call this function? Anybody can help me? Nobody? I have to help, take myself. Okay. Func, then pass the value 5. Here, what is the error?
So in function, the dollar sign will not be
Semicolon.
Semicolon, right? Because this is the variable, na?
Yes, sir.
So this one, what type of this function is?
arrow function.
Arrow function?
Yes, sir.
It's not arrow function, sorry. What type of this function is? Anonymous.
Anonymous function.
I have not told you anything about arrow.
Yes, sir, anonymous.
This is anonymous.
Yes,
And
so I'm anonymous.
yeah, what is the new added here? Use. If you want to use any variable which is here in this function, what it type here? Use. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if you type here echo $sum, what this will print? What this will print? Fast. 5. See guys, also you will have some surprise gift at the completion of this session. So I'm also taking notes of the people who are responding, who are giving answers so quickly, so fast. So you'll have some surprise gift after completion of this session after 20 days, right? So be active, be proactive, participate, make it two-way communication, right? And avail
Yes.
that offer, that gift from my side. Offer. Okay. So this result will be arrow underscore func arrow 5. Okay. Now
Yes,
if you if you see, I can write this in same way like this. Instead of writing this, if I write like this, dollar FNC, what they have written, FNC 1 arrow, right? Then FN, then dollar X, then arrow, right? Then I'm writing dollar X plus dollar Y. What is the problem? Dollar $fn1, suppose that I'm writing fn1 equal to, sorry, I cannot use this one. You see, I have written this line, and this is an anonymous function.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now in one line I have used here in place of till here it's same, right? But I'm writing fn, here is also same. I've used arrow, and I'm not writing used $y. I can just write $x plus $y. Now see how I can call. How I can call? Or you can write where dum $fn1, and you can pass any value like 10 I am passing. What will the output here? Definitely 11. So you see, I have avoided to assign in a variable and then print. I have just called this function and use the var_dum to get the value. We can get from the value from this function also, right? var_dum. You understood how I called this one?
Yes, sir.
So I have shortened this one too in this line. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
So if you understood this one at this time, your life will be very, very easy when you look into the framework code. Those will be not like something, wow, what happened, how wonderful something came, I am not able to understand. Because all complete frameworks are designed using these concepts of functions, or how arrow function is written, and anonymous functions. These are more and more used because these are helping to write less code, right? Right, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
one
sir.
one interesting thing,
Yes, sir.
I'm also not returning anything from here. Here I was returning. No need to return, I can get the values. So this is the arrow function is the shortest one. Here see, more interesting. What is happening here? So guys, do one fast assignment. Using arrow function, get sum of two numbers. You will pass two numbers to the arrow function and you will get the result. Could you write fast?
So one more time, can you please explain?
Use arrow function, this one, right? You will pass two numbers here and through arrow function you will get the sum.
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
So instead of receiving one number, you will receive here
Two numbers.
two numbers. So write fast.